Hello, everyone. My name is DivineMrGreen, and I'm about to hunt down the biggest, the baddest, the most ugly machine they have in this game, in the Ark Raiders. So I've been preparing for quite a while now. I've ran up to this monster a few times, and I've always been killed by other players. They've always shot me down when I'm in full gear and fully ready to take down the Monarch. But today, let's see how good it goes. To see if somebody turns rogue or not. That's very interesting and very mysterious, and hopefully that won't happen. Hopefully, I will fight with tooth and nail with all my precious stuff that I've worked so hard to build up to finally defeat this big robot monster. And thinking about everybody on the battlefield here reminds me of workers. We're all workers and we're all working towards one goal, but we don't need management. That's what I want to talk about today. I should have used the trigger warning. I should have warned you all that I was going to talk about management because I know it strikes fear in everybody's heart hearing the word managers, management. And I want to talk about recently, I've been thinking and I've been listening and I've been talking to friends, and we've all come to like a consensus in a way that modern day management is very lazy. They are so lazy, and it's rarely that you have a competent manager, and it's crazy how much time and effort is put into meetings, but nothing ever changes. I'm gonna talk about when I was working a long time in a coffee shop, and I was a lonely barista, and I would just be at the bottom, like all the soldiers here in the trenches with me. We're all in the bottom, and we're fighting against robots, against customers, yelling and shouting and taking shits in the toilets and leaving it a mess behind. Yes, I talk a lot, talk a lot about shits apparently. But anyway, I want to talk about like how things would happen a lot of the times, and we would like tell the people that it's stuff are broken. Let me get more specific. So when the coffee machine was broken, we had to tell the supervisor, and then the supervisor would go upstairs and call whoever they had to call to come and repair the coffee machine. So that's kind of like management, you know? Like we the workers, we have no idea how to repair things, or when things go missing or broken or the fire alarm goes off, you would have a floor manager who would know all these things, and then stuff would happen, and then you'll have everything, and everybody's jolly, and we can keep on making coffees for people. But anyway, so later, I became the supervisor on the floor, and I would realize how much work that the supervisors before me would say, like, oh no, I can't do that and I can't do that. We're literally, I was supposed to literally do those things, you know? So the things that he or she, I don't want to specify, but I already did, I think. But anyway, so they would also tell us like, oh, I'm sorry, this is your job to do. You should fill in this book and fill in that and that, when we were like the lonely baristas. And I was like, sure, whatever, okay, this is probably my job. But apparently, no, it was these floor managers' job, and they would just give all the responsibilities to the baristas. And it would always be pushing down to the bottom. And then I was in so I went, became supervisor, and then I noticed like, hey, all these things that they were pushed on me, like, what the hell? It's not supposed to be that way. So yeah, I took my responsibility and I did my work. I would know what the barista's work would be, and they did their work and I did mine. And I would tell the manager the things that I couldn't do, but they would also, again, the pyramid, they were on top of the pyramid and they would just push down. So they pushed their load down onto the supervisors. So it seems like managers are just pushers. They just push their work down. They don't do anything lately. But I do remember when my dad's a manager from some big company. He's even like a CEO. No, not a CEO. I don't know what he does actually. I'll call him after this and ask him, what do you do? I've known you for so many years, but what do you actually do? And my brother's also something like that, and I don't know what he does. He's like Chandler. Like every time he explains it, I'm like, I don't know, and I'm not remembering it whatsoever. But anyway, they were more like leaders, I would say. My dad was definitely more a leader. I felt like he would see the bigger picture, and then he would like do stuff himself, but also like know what his stuff to do was and what other people's stuff to do was. Cooperating, like knowing what's going on. But I feel like a lot of managers these days, they're not supposed to be managers. They don't see the bigger picture. They don't see where you're going to. They don't see what's the problems on the floor. Like, you would tell everybody would say, like, this is broken and this has to happen and this, like, all the troubles you would say to the supervisor. And I would say it to the manager. And then the manager should say it above. But that never happened, so it's a lot of frustration. But I've been hearing lately a lot of people also, just in their job, it's also the managers. The managers just sit together in a room, they talk about God knows what, they come back with like new information, like, guys, you guys have to do more work now. And everybody's looking at each other like, but this is your job. Your job is communication between the departments. And then it's just, it's like, I don't know, it's so strange. Like, not a lot of people have the skills and the mind, to be honest, to be a manager. But I feel like there's so much middle management. It reminds me of the Fallout show. Okay, close your eyes. Not your eyes. Close your ears. Put your ears in your finger in your ears, not your ears in your. So grab your fingers, point them to each other, and just put them in your ears. And I have a very weird question about that. Wait, before you do that, take your fingers out. Do you put your fingers on your earlobes? No, not like the thingies in front of your ear hole. Do you press them into your ear, or do you just put your fingers in your ear? Because I do my fingers in my ear, and everybody looked at me like I was crazy for doing that. But apparently, you can also put your finger on those things that are like sticking out, and then you can also like avoid hearing loss. That's okay. Never mind. I've lost my train of thought. I was talking about the scourge of managers not managing, and they don't know. Oh yes, about Fallout, the show. This is a spoiler for season 1, so do not listen for the next 10-20 seconds, okay? So they find out that the experimental volt 32, 30, 31, 33 is an experiment that was about managers. Like, the perfect volt would be with managers. And hearing that made me laugh so hard, because that's exactly what managers think they need. More managers. But look at us. We're all little raiders. We're all carrying our weight. We don't need no managers. We just have an idea and a goal and a leader to bring us to victory. And that's all we need in this society. People that are leaders, not managers. I want to start a revolution. I'm kidding. I don't want to start a revolution. So yeah, that's what's been on my mind lately. It's about managers and about, yeah, I just don't know how these people got in their position. I'm drinking coffee again. I'm sorry. That was a weird burp, probably. So, like, I really want to know how many people are having bad time with new managers lately. I think millennials, like people like me, I'm from 1949. No, what the fuck did I just say? I'm from 1994. Yeah, that's when. I'm from 1994. And I feel like millennials, we're all like, we know like what everybody's work is and what's everybody's pay grade and this and that, and we respect everything. I feel like, I don't know, maybe that's something I think, because when I work with millennials, we all feel like we're all depressed. That's the joke. So we're all like, we're not saving lives. We can organize. We know what to do. Like right over here, I hear here that there's somebody shooting other players trying to steal their loot while we all work together to take it down. So me and my friend over here, my newfound friend, both of us, the bottom of the pyramid, but we can work all together to get rid of the rotten apple. I'm not saying we should rally up not hardworking people, But just saying, not being social in a social game and a social thing will get you shot. That sounds horrible. So with that, I want to leave you guys. Please tell me your management stories in the comments. I really want to listen to your manager stories. Please, I'm begging you, leave a comment. No, I'm not begging you. Okay, but anyway, have a nice day, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. This is my first takedown of the Matriarch. I had no idea it would take this long and so many people, and it's lovely to see how the game comes together, and everybody can come together, and I do not get killed in the first 5 minutes of the game, because this is my third equipment load that I have to get a whole cracker to even try to do this. So thank you, and have a nice weekend.